What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the leaks, news, and rumors we have about Chapter 4, Season 4 so far. So I'm going to be going over a lot in this video. If you guys like to avoid spoilers and not see any sort of news about the new season, click off this video. But if you are interested in seeing this, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and if you would like to use me or use my code in the Fortnite item shop when getting Season 4's Battle Pass, it's just EvolveJ. Click my channel name. It's underneath the webcam at all times, and it would be much appreciated. So up until about a few days ago, there was really not much known about this season at all. It was one of the least leaked seasons in recent times for sure. But now it seems like the theme of this season will be some sort of heist. Yesterday, Fortnite posted this teaser that said cameras, guards, vaults, and the best team in the business. Are you in? And then they posted an image of what looks like blueprints of some building with like a vault in it. And you can also see the drum gun at the bottom of this picture. So a lot of people think that will be returning. And because of this teaser, this kind of confirmed some previous suspicions that people had about the season, and it kind of does tie into the storyline and challenges, because if you do the challenges for season 3, the collector is mentioned because you get them the chalice of cube-tastrophes or whatever. We'll get more to that later on in the video. There's several mythics that are rumored to be returning, including TNTina's Kaboombo, Gunner's Stinger SMG, the Foundation's mythic MK7, which I think will be ridiculous in zero build, has a much higher fire rate than what we saw with the MK Alpha, and I think even less recoil. Zig and Choppy's ray gun, which is like the Bender shiny metal ray gun we recently had. The overclocked pulse rifle could be returning, along with the mythic Havoc pump. And these will likely be the reward for opening a vault, or potentially something else, which we'll get to later on. And there's also been more mythics kind of leaked to be returning. Like the list I just read off wasn't all of that at once. They kind of came piece by piece as people were noticing that these models were being updated. So there could be even more mythics coming. And Fortnite also recently modified the meshes for the hunting rifle, the Zapatron, the LMG, the basic pulse rifle, the SMG, and the quad launcher. And Winzo said they basically update these meshes when an item is going to be coming back soon. And recently this happened with the 6-shooters, the infantry rifle, the Dragon's Breath sniper, the lever action rifle, which was used to be the model for the explosive repeater. They basically just, from my understanding, I don't make games, but they have to update the meshes to be able to work with the current art style of the game or something along those lines. So when they're doing that with an old weapon, it's probably because it's about to be unvaulted. So this is potentially a lot of weapons and a lot of mythic weapons that could be returning next season. However, I did see a theory that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not really sure where this came from, but I saw it on Twitter. And this was that with next season being heist themed and the collector being mentioned in the challenges in season 3, as well as the teasers that Epic sent out to creators where they had to post that one of their items was stolen and replaced by the painting, it said that thank you for adding to my collection or something along those lines. The collector is going to be a big part of the season, and either we're going to be taking something from the collector with the heist or heisting something for the collector. So I think it's possible a lot of these items are kind of set on display if there is some sort of POI for the collector, because unvaulting however many mythic items that is a lot to have in the game all at one point in time. It's kind of crazy. So, you know, if there is a POI that's like the collector's collection, and then they have all these iconic mythic items from Fortnite's past, I feel like that kind of would sell the idea that this collector is like a big deal within the universe. You know what I mean? I think that makes a lot more sense to me than them unvaulting all of these mythic items, especially the Zapatron. This is kind of like a legend or a meme within the Fortnite community, because it was a weapon that was briefly added in season 1 for I think less than an hour or so. There's basically no footage of this weapon online. There's one 20-second clip of somebody getting the Zapatron from a supply drop. It was very OP at the time, I guess, and it's been a legend and a meme ever since, of people kind of making jokes about the Zapatron or asking Epic about the Zapatron. So having it potentially be a part of the collector's collection again would sell the idea that this collector is a big deal. So I'm not really sold on if all of these weapons are returning. There's definitely some that likely will, you know, but I don't know if we're going to get all of these mythic items as well as the Zapatron. Another idea that I think could possibly be it is that if there's several mythics in the loot pool, and then you just kind of open chests in the vaults to get them. So recently with vaults, you open a vault, and then the mythic Flapjack is just chilling there, you know, and you get it and it's guaranteed. In the heisted update in Chapter 4 Season 1, you would open the vault, and then there would be heisted chests in there where you could get a heisted exotic from it. You weren't guaranteed like go here and get the Maven. You just had to open the heisted chests and hope you get the one that you were looking for. So maybe they're doing something like that with the mythics next season, where there's like a lot of mythics in the pool, and then you open the mythic chest, you maybe get the mythic that you want, maybe you don't. I think that would also kind of make a lot of sense to have a lot of mythics in the loot pool for that reason. And if that is the case, I would expect the mythic chests or the chests that give them to be exclusive to the vaults, like how we had with the heisted update in Chapter 4 Season 1. Both of those final two ideas I just kind of listed, with the chests in the vault giving you a random one, or a lot of these items being on display in the collector's collection, makes more sense to me than Fortnite just unvaulting like, you know, almost 10 mythics plus the Zapatron. That would just be very surprising, but maybe it happens. We also know a little bit about the map changes. So I think it's pretty unlikely that the jungle and the mega biome from season 2 change. I think the jungle POIs will stay. There might be like minor changes with them, but I don't expect a new biome to just completely replace the jungle or completely replace the mega biome or the Japanese biome we had in season 2. I think it's more likely they'll be changing a part of the map that hasn't changed at all yet. So that kind of leaves us with a few options. We have the snow biome and Slappy Shores, the Citadel area, and then pretty much just the entirety of the left side of the map that isn't the jungle, with like Frenzy Farm, Shattered Slabs, and then the other places that are on the outskirts there. One of these areas or more is likely going to be what's changing next season. That just makes the most sense. And we did get some teasers today showing some POIs. We have Eclipse Estate, which is going to be this POI here. And this is actually rumored to be replacing Citadel. We'll get to that in a little bit. We also have Relentless Retreat, which we don't really know much about, but it kind of reminds me of Paradise Palms, with it being more of like a laid back, you know, upper scale house, and there's like palm trees and stuff. We don't really know where this on the map will be, though, the Relentless Retreat one. The reason why people think Estate will replace Citadel is because with these security camera images, the room looks similar to the layout from the Citadel throne room, I guess. And then there is also similar decorations on the wall. Like on these pictures here, you can see on one side is Citadel, and then the other side is, you know, what's in that like security camera image. So, you know, to some capacity, the decorations that are in Citadel are going to be a part of the new POI. Whether that's them being a part of the collector's collection and he has it because it's like from the Oathbound, or if, you know, it's actually replacing Citadel. I think either of those could be true. I think a lot of people will be happy for Citadel to be replaced. It's a very divisive POI. I feel like you either love it or you hate it. So those are some of the POIs we know about. There could be more. Estate replacing Citadel could be a mistake, or it could be off, but I think that it seems pretty likely. Some other potential leaks and rumors we have, these are just kind of things that Epic has been working on over months that haven't come to the game. Potential Halloween vampire boss coming to the game. This has been leaked and rumored, something they've been working on, and it would make sense because Fortnitemares 2023 will be taking place during this season, so having some sort of horror-themed boss makes sense. The Escape Artist skins, which were supposed to come out, or people thought they were supposed to come out in Chapter 4 Season 1, were really popular, and a lot of people were looking forward to them because they were so customizable. Never came to the game. This season having some sort of heist theme, it would make sense for those skins that were really sought after to potentially come to the game, whether that be in the item shop or the battle pass. We don't really know. Henchmen and armored cars and radio towers were something that was leaked, and we could also see henchmen in the new POIs like we had in Chapter 2 Season 2. The images we have taken from the security camera and just like having security cameras in the POIs kind of reminds me of Season 2, because that season you would get like spotted by the cameras if you existed next to them for too long, and then the henchmen in the area would be alerted to your presence. There's also a thermal sniper and a backpack minigun, which were both items that were being worked on over recent months that haven't been released. And then there are some vehicles that are the same case. There was a helicopter with missiles, which never came out, and armored cars, which never came out, but were being updated over the course of the past few months. And typically things like that end up coming to the loot pool in the next season if they didn't come this season, you know? Epic also posted the silhouette of a character, which a lot of people think is this survey skin here. At this point, not really much is known about them. These teasers to see skins are cool. That are going to be potentially a part of the battle pass, but unless it's like a leak of a character we knew about, like last season, if they posted a silhouette of Sloan, everyone would be like, oh my god, it's Sloan, you know? But with this character, it's just a new character. We don't really know much about them, so there's not really too much to discuss there. And then there's also the rumored Lego collab, which has been rumored for a while, and it's definitely something Epic have been working on that is rumored to be happening at the end of this season, but not really much is known about the Lego collab other than that, like, it's something that's happening and it's likely happening in November, but we don't really know much about that other than it's likely going to be a huge update, because I don't understand why or how Epic like number the updates, but it's typically like 26.10 would be the first update of season 6. The Lego update is supposed to be 27.00, so a lot of people thought it would be season 27, but the Lego update is supposed to be so massive that it's like comparative to like a new season in some way, but it's likely to take part in this season. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's kind of confusing, but expect a Lego update to be in season 4 and be big and happening in November. This season will likely last until early December, which is when chapter 5 is rumored to start, and then chapter 4 will end, obviously. So that is going to be it. That is what we know so far about Season 4 as of the time I'm recording this video. There's likely going to be more leaks and rumors coming out over the next few days. I expect the game to be playable Friday morning. The 25th is when the new season is supposed to be. I've had a lot of people asking me if there's going to be prolonged downtimes. They typically only do that for new chapters. Even after the collision event, it was like 12 hours of downtime. It would be like if the event happened on Thursday and then the game was playable Friday morning. So I expect a similar thing here. There might be a few hours of downtime, but the long like black hole downtime is usually only something they do between chapters and not necessarily just individual seasons. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, comment down below what you think of this. I am much more excited for this season after I saw the theme and it kind of being reminiscent of Chapter 2 Season 2. Really excited. I think the season could be really good, and yeah, I hope you guys are excited as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.